Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a very exciting vlog. Excuse the state of me, I do look absolutely exhausted and that is because it's been a very long night. Lots and lots of hours driving, but it was worth it. Ah, I can't do it to you guys, I'm having you on, but how cute is Wanda? Suze, you encouraged me to do this. It is a bright and early, it's not a bright and early start, it's a damp and early start. And I'm helping Susie out, she's been looking after a friend's horses.
My bodyguards come down to protect me.
Well, doing 3 horses that you're not like fully au fait with on your own is quite a task, especially in miserable weather.
I know. I've been doing it for a few days, so I've asked Tina to come down and help me.
Saturday morning she's like, you don't need a lion, mate. Come and meet the next chestnut mare of your dreams. Hi, Wanda. Unfortunately, your blaze isn't wide enough to make you look like Belle. No, and you're not quite tall enough either, but you are very pretty. Oh my God, that rain's coming in now.
I know.
So yeah, welcome back to the channel, guys. Not really sure even what this vlog's going to entail. It's going to be a bit of a weekend in the lifestyle-y, but not with these lot because they're going eventing.
We're going to Ascot under Witchwood.
And I am a bit gutted I didn't enter. Also, side note, before we continue any further, old school vlog because we're on my phone. Sent my camera back, finally had enough of the focus lapsing out.
It's awful, isn't it?
Awful. $2.5 grand's worth of awful.
No, it was.
That money could be going towards a pony.
Exactly.
So the camera's gone back. I'm hoping they refund me because it's been like it since day dot.
Yeah, it hasn't been right.
So we're back to old school phone style footage. And yeah, I have got a busy day. I'm not going eventing. Well, I was going to go eventing, but then I decided after COVID, to make sure I spend the whole rest of the weekend trying to fully heal.
You don't fancy sleeping in a trailer?
And I don't fancy sleeping in a trailer overnight in this weather. No, sorry, Em, I love you, but I don't love you that much. And also, 2's company, 3's a crowd, you know? She's got you, she doesn't need me.
Wow! We have fun!
Imagine the 3 of us in that trailer in torrential... Oh, it'd probably be
It's
too
okay,
hot.
because I did make her buy a king-size blow-up
I heard
mattress.
this, but will it actually fit in the trailer?
Well, I think so.
You'll be like curving up the edges of the trailer in your king-size blow-up mattress. Can you please insert me a picture?
Yes. I'll take some video for you guys.
Yeah. Oh, no, the course looks lush. Meg actually had a fab day there yesterday. Winnie won. And Em's going with Addie to do the 100 and Jam and Meggy did 100 too.
100,
so
yeah.
I am missing out on a fun girly day out. But health is wealth.
That's it. And
Health
you've
is
had
priority.
a very busy few weeks.
I've been so busy
You could probably
and
do with
I
a
need
weekend
just
at
to
home.
spend a weekend at home.
With your husband.
Well, not even with my husband, with my horse. My plan when I get home is to pack up all my items that I've sold in the Equipped app this week.
You've done loads.
I
haven't
know,
you?
and that's actually like helped boost my. I don't know what the word. I was going to say self-esteem, but it's not that.
Metabolism.
Yeah, all my metabolism. It has
Your
a boost.
motivation.
Yeah, to get like last weekend when I was feeling absolutely awful and felt so useless that I couldn't ride or do anything and so unmotivated and meh, I did have a bit of a clear out and then found new homes. You weren't actually wearing anything of mine today, which is actually disappointing, Suze. I was relying on you.
Yesterday I literally was
dressed
to
as
toe Tina.
But yeah, I decided it was a really good way of having a good clear out, making myself feel like I've been productive.
Yeah.
And assisting other people
guess what?
in having new nice outfits. What?
You've hit your target. haven't
Yeah,
you?
so I wanted to do it to help raise funds towards the BHS Rideathon Challenge or campaign, which again, I've not been able to get my miles covered on Banksy because I've been poorly and not been in the country. Right. So yeah, it was a good way of boosting the funds for that, and we've hit the £250 mark. Whoop whoop! Yay! Thanks, you assisted to that by donating.
Yeah,
I was going to say for that jacket, but actually
that's mine.
That's not from me. So yeah, I've got about 7 parcels to package up. Oh, and I need to go and buy a permanent marker pen. Oh, do we go past a shop on the way home? Susie picked me up this morning.
I've got loads of permanent marker pens.
Oh, have
What do
you?
need?
Oh, I'll go to your house.
Yeah. What do you need?
I am going to... They came up with a good idea, the fabulous people at the Equipped app, who I've been speaking to all week, basically, because I'm obsessed with it. Sign my badminton saddle pads, and we're going to put them on there.
Oh, yes. That would be a good idea.
Yeah, so they're like brand new. They've been worn once, literally 5-minute dressage, warm up and dressage test at badminton. That's a Devaku one. Then Showjumping, my GS equestrian one, and then SEIB for cross country. So all 3 of those are going to be washed, then signed. Do they be washed? Do people want the smell of badminton on there?
Don't wash it.
Don't wash it.
Just look like you signed a brand new saddlebag.
Well, yeah, but...
Nah. It's more
Oh,
authentic.
okay. I won't wash them.
No, I don't.
The cross country, yeah, but my saddle marks mind you, it don't come out in the wash anyway.
No.
Oh my goodness, do I waffle. Anyway, they're being signed and they're going to be put on the app. They will be live on the app straight after this video goes live. So if that's something that you would be interested in purchasing, again, for a good cause, the money will be going to the British Horse Society in aid of their Ride-a-thon campaign. Then, yeah, I don't even know what to price them at, to be fair, but we'll have a little think about that.
£100.
No! Wow! It's for a good cause.
I think, I think like...
And actually, the Devaku one will probably be £50 on its own.
I think £50. I was going to say, I think you should put them both up £50.
All 3.
Or 3, sorry. I'm tired.
Yeah, well, I'm tired too. And my arm's aching. I'm not used to holding a phone and doing this vlogging that I haven't done for ages, so...
I don't know how you lot have horses at home, can I just say this? I obviously don't have a horse, and I'm privileged enough just to be
Because they do
helping
cute
these
things
guys.
like this, look.
But I haven't had a lie-in all week.
I've been up.
At like 7 a.m.
You're not having one tomorrow either, mate. You're going to be waking up in a trailer.
Oh, God. I don't know how you lot say full credit to everybody who has a horse who has to get up at probably even earlier than that.
Oh,
I couldn't do that.
Yeah, dedication, that is sure.
What
It
time-
is a lifestyle, not a hobby.
What time does Banksy go out in the mornings?
Oh, shush.
Or like, no, what time does he, no, seriously, what time does he come in?
Whenever he gets brought in.
Oh, great, that's right, I'll help you.
Yeah.
9 a.m? Is that right?
He's in no routine, mate. He comes in when...
Brilliant.
Quite often I'll go out there and shout, like this morning, before getting in your car, I thought I'd check it is raining. I'll check, see if Banks wants to come in. He's nowhere to be seen, so...
Oh,
Yeah.
that's all right
He's
then.
outside, we're quite flexible. I'll just go, is he there? He can come in. If he's not, he don't want to come in.
Oh, it's all right then. Count me
Look
in.
after mine anytime.
Count me in.
Anyways, yeah, plan of action. Get a permanent marker. I need to get some more parcel tape. And then I am packing up, I think 6 or 7 items that I've sold this week. I've already dispatched like 20 items.
Are you postman pack?
I have been postman Pat, yeah. And then I am going to list a few things and show you guys how easy it is to list on there, because when it is a yucky, horrible, rainy day weather, it's a good excuse to get your bum in gear, get motivated and have a clear out of things you may no longer use, but somebody may absolutely love and adore and give a loving home to.
And it is good stuff that you've got.
Of course it is. And like I said, some of the things have, say, only been worn for a photo shoot or only been worn once around Badminton or, yeah. And I just think it's a way of giving back to you guys for being so fab. Because, like, some things like riding tights, I put them on there for just like £10 and they're £40 worth.
I know.
Or more. I say £40, they're probably more than that, to be fair. So,
yeah, they're really expensive these days, aren't they?
yes, I am going to list a few items and then they will be live as soon as this video goes live. I would like to say there'll be at least 10, including the saddle pads. So go check out the app. It's completely free to download, really simple to use. It's very much like the Horsey Vinted. Then, like I say, absolutely vile weather. So Banksy is going to be having a duvet day. I hope he's going to be there waiting to come in when I get back. But it is still muggy, hence I did just need to strip quickly because I was boiling. Back to my ponies. And they weren't waiting, but as soon as they heard our voices, they came. Whee! And my most commonly asked question at the moment is that rug actually waterproof? Should we find out? It has been torrential. It might be shower-proof, but is it... I was going to say blizzard-proof. It's not blizzard, but monsoon-proof. Monsoon-proof. Let's find out. You're pretty wet, aren't you, boo? Moment of truth. I mean, it's very wet here, but this isn't the part that claims to be waterproof. This is the part that claims to be waterproof. His name's dry. A bit wet here, but I guess that's where... Yeah, look. I just wanted it so that when I do clip him, which is going to be happening this weekend, guys, because we had a lesson yesterday and he was a sweaty mess. So yeah, look, around there as well. That's not waterproof, obviously, but... I want to ensure he doesn't get rain scald, because he has had that before on the white patch on his bottom. Haven't you, my darling? So if your bottom's dry, I will be one happy mummy. What do you reckon? Really, boy. Look, you can see exactly where. So yes, it is waterproof, guys. the line where the waterproof bit ends. Nice dry bum. This is where he's got rain scalp before, because he's very sensitive in his white bit. But he's also very fluffy, so this is coming off. Oh, I'm impressed with that. I've only had to contend with miserly drizzle so far, but it has definitely been proper downpours of rain, and he's got a dry bum. Don't do this at home. Only if you know they're 100% safe. Then he is. Yeah. The most lovely bum. Now, as I said, guys, the Equipped app is very much like the Horsey Vinted. It's super easy to use. Now, there are no sales fees for the sellers, and the buyers have full peace of mind in knowing that they have purchase protection, which means if the item was to get lost, damaged or stolen in transit, then they would get a full refund. Guys, I just got back from the post office. Thankfully it stopped raining. Come out to get the saddle pads, which I am going to be washing and then putting on the Equipped app. So I was going to show you how easy it is to list something, although they're going to be in the washing machine, so I'm not going to be taking photos of them and listing it. But I do have 4 or 5 or 5 or 6 or 6 or 7 other items that I am going to list this afternoon. Am I going to list them this afternoon? No, I'll show you how I list one, but then I will list them just before this video goes live, so that you guys get a chance to get in there and purchase them, because otherwise it literally is like things fly out the window on there. Fly out the window, fly off the shelves. So if I list them now, by the time this video goes live, they might not be available there for you to purchase. So I won't list them till Tuesday, till just before, but to hold myself accountable, I've literally, well, most of it's on me, but I've literally just taken his neck off. Well, first of all, I entered show jumping for tomorrow, and then I've just clipped his neck, and you're looking nice and bright and shiny under there, aren't you? So that I am accountable, and once I've done this, got them in the wash and sorted out the items that I am going to be listing, I then have to come and finish him off, because there's no way in the world that I am taking him show jumping looking like that, and it is so hot and muggy, as you can see. I'm in a sleeveless tee. Yeah, it's only fair on him that I pull my finger out and get it done. But like I said, first of all, I am going to show you, and I need my tripod, how simple the Equipped app is to use. This is the item I can show you how to list. A lovely belt that sadly is never ever ever going to fit me, because it's teeny tiny. So firstly, place your item somewhere that you can get a nice picture of it. Thankfully it stopped raining. If it's an item like this, I would potentially take a picture next to a tape measure too, so that people can gauge the exact size. Or if it's got a label on it, maybe take a photo of the label. And then super duper easy to upload. Literally click on the app, select the category, select the subcategory, and then write a description, set a price, pick the parcel size, and post. Pretty much that easy, that simple, and completely free to list. Right, before I take photos of some of the other items that I am going to be listing, saddle pads are washing, but yeah, we've got a couple of nice jumpers there, a t-shirt, a coat that I somehow have 2 exactly the same of. But yeah, before I take photos and list them, I am actually going to make myself get back out and carry on with the clipping, because I am an absolute hella for procrastinating and putting things off, and it is actually currently dry at the moment, so I'm going to get the boy out, do a quick before and after for you, although as you've already seen, the neck is already off. And yeah, then hopefully if the weather stays like this, I can take him for a quick hack also ahead of jumping tomorrow, which I'm making myself do, because I don't know, I used to worry more about the dressage. Now I laugh at myself for worrying so much about the dressage. But I guess with our first ever one-day event being eliminated in dressage, that's why it's stuck in my mind for so long. Do not break zips on pockets, thank you. Yeah, but now that our dressage is so much better, so much more improved. Although I will say, I looked at my record. I don't know why I was looking at it. I couldn't remember one of the events we've done this year, and I went and had a quick look at my record, and I was like, our dressage scores this year are gradually getting worse and worse. We have gone from 25 point something at Larkhill to 28 point something at Calmsden to 30 at Badminton to 30.5 at West Wilts to 31 point something at Launceston. And I'm like, oh, I need to do something about this. We actually went for a jumping lesson yesterday, didn't we, Banks? And potentially maybe I should have gone for a dressage lesson to get back on top of that, hey? Hey, we don't want to be creeping back up into the mid-30s, do we? We want to stay sub-30. Please do not break this, because I'm literally saying that I've got... No, you're not breaking the zips. Yeah, that somehow I've got 2 of these. Oh, and that was something I wanted to say as well. Goodness me, this is a waffly vlog. But yeah, I'm going to stop waffling. We do not need to be waffling. We need to be clipping. So this is your before, guys. Turn the camera around. Got to remember that I'm on phone footage. New old camera arriving later this afternoon. I've bought the same version as what I used to have because I never had any problems with that. But yeah, here's our before. And whilst I clip and get the floof off, we will insert some of yesterday's lesson footage. And yeah, then we will be heading off jumping tomorrow. I was nearly brave and entered the 1 meter because it's unaffiliated, but it's got 70, 80, 90, 1 meter, 105 and 110. And I was nearly brave and entered the 1 meter and the 105. And then I was like, do we need to jump a meter and 105? And then I entered the 90 and the meter. So yeah, we'll do that. And then before the champs, we must jump a little bit bigger. We don't need to. No, we don't need to. We're quite good doing 90 for a warm up and then a meter for the next class, aren't we? We don't need to add additional pressure. But what we do need to do is get this floof off so he's not a hot, sweaty boy. I thought I cleaned you more than that. That's it, right. Gotta do it all now, haven't I? Hey, are you gonna be nice and daptly underneath? I think you are. But yeah, the also thing that I keep meaning to get to, that I haven't actually got around to saying, and I really don't actually want to be clipping in this coat. I was actually just trying it on to check it still fitted. Just about. But yeah, I was trying to get round to saying that all of the proceeds of the items that I'm selling on the Equipped app, anything that was gifted or part of a photo shoot or a collaboration, the money raised from that is going to the BHS Rideathon campaign, which is happening throughout the month of July. With me having been away and then having had COVID, I haven't been able to clock up as many miles hacking out as I would have liked to enable me to raise for the charity. So I thought this was a good way of raising some much needed, much helpful funds, because the campaign enables the BHS to raise money to maintain, restore and enhance our bridleways. Now I'm very lucky here, or we're very lucky, me and Em, here in Cornwall, that we have some amazing off-road hacking routes, but I'm well aware that lots of people across the UK aren't fortunate enough to have brilliant bridleways like we have, and raising funds for this charity will enable them to, like I say, maintain, enhance, restore and maybe even create some new safe off-road hacking routes. So any items that are purchased that were gifted or part of a photo shoot collaboration, the profit of which from the sales will be being donated. We've raised 250 quid already, which is epic, and I'm hoping we can get that up to at least 350, maybe 400, especially with the saddle pads going on there too. So that's part of the reason for me trying to find additional items to put on there, because it all is going to a good cause.
Too young, too scared. I wasn't ready, I'm restless, longing inside my...
So on to my show jumping footage, guys. Oh, show jump training, I should say. Oh, I've gone straight to the course, not the warm-up. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I'm only going to show a little glimpse of it. I basically just wanted to get out and jump. I was actually meant to have a lesson, my first lesson with Alex. Since Badminton, I was meant to have been there last Wednesday, but it was when I had COVID, so I couldn't go. And he's such a busy bee that I have to book these sessions so far in advance. I can't actually get my next one till September. And I haven't actually seen him since before Badminton, so I was a bit gutted about that. But I was very grateful that John Paul and Lucinda managed to squeeze us in on Friday for a jumpy jump. And I just, yeah, we weren't really working on anything massively particular. I just wanted that professional eye and tuition and guidance just to reinstall the confidence and to know we're doing it right and to the best of our ability. And yeah, I'm guilty of not jumping much in between competitions, especially on my own. And yeah, we're just working on seeing a better stride and knowing when to react and when to wait or when to react, I guess. That was a quick change. Yeah, exactly. Nice. So despite it looking very grey and cloudy, it was actually ridiculously muggy. So we didn't actually do too much. We did a few warm-up fences and then literally just did the round twice. And as I say, I just really wanted that professional eye just to guide me, confirm what I was doing right. Woo! Took a bit of a long one there, which is unlike Banks. Yeah, confirm what I was doing right, but then to also give me that nudge and that correction when I did something wrong. But I'm pleased to say not too much went wrong. It actually all went pretty well and did the exact job that I wanted it to do to give us the boost to go to the show jumping competition at Coleraine on the Sunday. Bit of a, oh, okay, maybe we did do something wrong. Got a little bit deep there. But in all honesty, as I said, by that point, it was very warm. Both of us were feeling pretty tired. And I thought, actually, I'm not even going to jump that last jump. He really doesn't need to do any more. He's been being absolutely fab. Let's leave it at that. It's the next morning, guys. And not only do we have one freshly clipped, handsome looking boy. I say freshly. Majority was done yesterday. Have finished a few bits off this morning and then given you a bath, much to your disgust. Look at his face. Oh, alert again. He says, don't show that grumpy face on YouTube, Mum. I like to always look happy and photogenic. Or maybe not. I've just been scrubbing here though. I don't know if it was oily blades or what, but I can't seem to get that dark patch out. So I'm hoping maybe it might dry normal. But yeah, I've just been using baby shampoo. I even tried a little bit of Fairy Up liquid because I thought if it is oil, it'll need like grease to get it out. But yeah, it doesn't seem to want to come out. I know that looks like a patch too, but I think that's just where he's muscly. It's clipped a bit closer to his skin. But yeah, this just looks like a funny oily liney mark. But anyways, yeah, excuse you sighing. Look what also arrived last night. Yay! A new version of my old style camera. So yeah, as I said at the beginning of this video, I have admitted defeat, sent the old one back, purchased the same as what I used to have, but the Mark II model, which I don't know what's different about it. I think the zoom's slightly different and it's slightly more expensive. But yeah, we're going to hand over to footage from that now for the show jumping. And I think my daddy is meeting me there to film, because otherwise I'd be going solo and you wouldn't be getting any footage, which is very, very kind of him. And obviously he does like coming along and watching too. Hey, Doodle. Yes, you stay there whilst Banksy's being bathed, don't you? Right, going to get the boy scraped off, get him loaded up. Everything's already in the lorry. And then we shall, as I say, hand over to the camera and see you up at Coleraine for the 90 and the meter. I think there's only 5 in each class. I'm literally on at 1 o'clock and 1:15. So it's going to be a very swift turnaround. The joys of show jumping. Unfortunately, it's not BS, so it's not like you can win any money, but still, it's good practice for us to get out and perfect. Keep on top of our show jumping, basically. I need to wake up a bit.
And in the ring now we have 116 Tina Wallace.
So yeah, I'll be honest, guys. I was feeling very lethargic and very sleepy. COVID really did hit me this time round, and yeah, I needed to give myself a good kick to wake up a bit. But he had jumped well in the warm-up. Again, it was muggy, so I was so glad I had clipped him. And that first line there, that rode really nicely actually. It walked 4 to 5, depending on how you jumped in, but I knew we'd fit 5 in, then around to 3, and we did put an extra one in there. I walked that 2 straight, then 4, and I put in 2 straight, then 5, so I knew that I needed to ride a bit more forward in the next round when the jumps went up. And then this double again was a 2-strided double, but walked short. Thankfully we got away with that in the 90, but not in the meter, as you'll see shortly. So this was single phase, so 1 to 6 was, took a longer one there. 1 to 6 was just normal round, and then 6 to 12 was jump off. So here we have started our jump off. I wanted 4 straight strides before that fence, and I got 4 straight strides before that fence. I'm being very over analytical with my show jumping now. I could have turned inside that fence, but didn't. But actually, oh no, I couldn't. Well, I could have, but it'd been a really sharp turn. Banksy thought we were turning inside this blue one, but we were not, because that would not have left any room to the double. But yeah, we wiggled around and then did quite a sharp turn to here to get nice 2 straight strides before the fence. And then pushed on to the last and cleared it nicely to take the win. But we didn't know that yet, obviously.
Is it staying the same? No, of course it's not. Yeah.
Six is Tina Wallace.
So thankfully we went straight in to do the meter class because we were first to go in that. And I was actually really pleasantly surprised by thinking they look fine. They don't look massive. A few towards the end, like that red one that I'm just about to go past. And then 12, the double, yeah, they'd gone up a few holes, or a couple of holes. But in all honesty, it didn't faze me, which was a nice feeling. And he jumped beautifully through 1 and 2. And then again around really nicely over 3 and 4, hit good strides. Got the 2 straight and then turned for 4 straight again, and actually even made that quite neatly. And then coming round here to the double, I just didn't sit him back enough. We went in a bit too boldly and caught both poles with the back feet. I actually thought he caught the second part because we got in quite deep with his front, but he did catch both with his back. And we whipped around the corner and went over number 6, and then I was like, no, actually, Tina, recompose. Don't just flap and ride the jump off now silly speed. You don't need to do a jump off, you need to compose and try and get a clear round and pretend you were doing an important round now, so that you keep the remainder of the poles up and don't get more than 8 faults, because if it was eventing and you got more than 8 faults, you would not be very happy with yourself. So no jump off speed required. Did take quite a bold stride there, Banks, but again, pleased, and I will take that because we all know that generally he would rather get deep. And again here, took a beautiful stride to that. And again there. Oh, yeah, I'm actually really pleased. Like, despite those 2 poles, I'm pleased that the mistake happened in one place and we recomposed and jumped the rest of the course beautifully, in my opinion. I'm very, very pleased with how it went. Clever boy Banksy and clever girl Tina for recomposing.
Just the blooming double.
I know.
I was like, right, no, we take the jump off slower now.
Boots in the time of 50.
About to lose my pony back out of the lorry. All done did. And a fabulous result in the 90. A super speedy, I say double clear, but clear round. And an unfortunate 2 down in the 100, but I'm really pleased with how I recomposed after having, let me pull this across actually so he doesn't try to escape. I'm not used to doing everything on my own, am I, Banks? But yeah, really pleased with how I recomposed after messing up the double. I kind of feel like I got it a little bit in my head, the double, because when I walked it I was like, that's a long one or a short two. And obviously we're good at fitting more strides in a related distance than are required. However, it worked fine for us to do the two in the 90 when you're landing a bit closer to the fence, but in the 100, when you're landing a bit higher and also taking the rail with you, it made it quite hard for us to get out without being too deep to the second part. And we were, weren't we? So I think you caught the first part with your back foot maybe, and then the second part definitely with his front feet, because I got there, I was like, oh, you've got to lift up, and you're definitely taking that front rail with you. But, as I said, really pleased with how we recomposed. I was like, do I carry on and do jump off and try and make the turns? No, because that's not going to be beneficial to either of us. I need to recompose, take the wider, straighter lines, and pretend that it is actually an important round now to try and finish clear, which we did. Which is good, and I think we got really good strides actually to all the last related distances then. Oh, apart from the last double where I came in disunited and then I was like, drift right a bit to fit an extra one in. But obviously I haven't actually even watched any of this back yet, but I will do once I've got him home and sorted and washed off, because despite being fully clipped, you are still rather sweaty. In fact, I might take you back out and take you to the hose over there so that you're nice and cool travelling home, my boy. Well done. You were ace. Come out and have a nice neatly roll now. We better put your fly masks on. Alright. Do you want a naked roll? You little tyke. You going out to, oh thanks, no. I thought you'd go straight and roll. Bad me leaving the gate open. Shut that whilst we get dinks. There's grass in the field, boo. Pop this one on him. Anybody needs teeny tiny? Equilibrium do extra small, which fit these little dinks. Go on then, little man. Off you go, out. Good boy. Quick, let's show the dapples before he rolls, because I don't think we have actually done a close-up of the dapples. Look at that bum. Oh, you handsome chappy. Don't look at the tail, though. That needs addressing before we next go venting. But look at that dapply bum. Ah, good boy. I thought you'd be straight down to rolling and having an itchy scratchy. Food is life, hey? I'm super pleased with how today went. A little bit gutted that I messed up both parts of the double, but equally glad, as I said, that we recomposed and managed to finish the round nicely. And pleased we did a super speedy jump off in the 90. It's so hard when you go out and do that as an eventer, because you're like, am I doing it as a training round to make sure we get a clear eventing, or do I want to kick on and be a bit more competitive? So yeah, I did make my decision before going into the 90 that 90 we would have a play, and then the 100 I wanted to try and aim for the clear. But like I said, even though we had 2 down, I'm glad it was all, the problem was all in that one place, and we recomposed and managed to keep all the rest up. And I didn't think, we've had 2 down, we may as well just do like jump off mode. I'm pleased that we treated the rest as if it was important to try and get the clear. I am going to love you and leave you guys, because I do need to crack on with actually finishing editing a vlog that needs to go out this evening, the one of Lucy riding him that I thought I had finished editing, but I've had computer issues. Never mind camera issues, we're back to good with having a good camera. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully none of this footage has gone out of focus, like the vlog that I have been editing of Lucy riding Banksy, where nearly all the warm-up was out of focus. So yeah, I am glad I bit the bullet, sent that camera back, and re-bought the same as what I already had. Sometimes it's just not worth trying to upgrade. It's also so much lighter. My hand is a lot happier and my arm is a lot happier. It means I can talk to you on the tripod for longer, but I'm not going to right now. I am going to go and finish editing, and then I have got to pick my husband up from the golf club because he's had a boozy golf day there today. So yeah, over and out for me. I've got a riding club competition, team competition next weekend, so obviously we'll take you guys along for that. I know that lots of you are probably wanting a new pony update too, but in all honesty, I'm currently just feeling very indecisive. When I first got back from Germany, obviously I was ill, so that sort of took me off the high of being like, yay, I want to go pony shopping. But now I'm kind of like 50-50. I am smitten with Belle, but I do think deep down that potentially she could be too much horse for me. I'm not sure if I've already said this in the vlog earlier or whether I said it on Instagram stories yesterday. But she is incredible. I felt so excited riding her, and I even admitted, I know this is on Instagram, not on the vlog, I even admitted that after my jumping lesson on Banksy on Friday, I drove home being like, yeah, that was cool, nice comfort blanket, really enjoyed it, glad it went well. But it didn't give me the excitement that Belle gives me jumping. And then I felt so guilty because, like, he's my boy, he's my number one, and I'm shocked that I feel like that. And I felt, yeah, a bit like, ugh. But is it a sign or is it a holiday romance? So hard to know. I would love, if I could, to be able to go and just have another ride on her again and see whether it still felt as exciting and as love at first sight. Are you itchy scratchy, or have you just come to say hello? Hey? You told me to stop waffling and shut up. Right, let's have a kiss. End the vlog with me, Dinks. Give them a smile. No, you're just eating weeds, aren't you, you little monkey? Yeah, I don't know. I won't keep waffling. I will obviously keep you all informed if something was to change and something was to happen. Sorry for teasing you at the beginning of this vlog, but yeah. Susie made me giggle and couldn't resist temptation, so we did. It didn't last very long. It didn't keep you hanging, did I? Anyways, ending this now. Do go and check out the Equipped app if you haven't downloaded it already. As I said, completely free to download, free to post and list products for sale on, and buyer protection. So if you're a buyer, yes, you do pay slightly more than the listed price, but that gives you complete peace of mind that if anything was to get lost, damaged or stolen when it was shipped, then you've got full cover and you would be reimbursed. Right, I also need to get in and let my doggies out because they've been on their own for the last hour and a half. That's one thing I am loving about going show jumping, is you're not away from home for very long at all. Oh, and my boy hasn't even made a mess in the lorry. Today is definitely a win-win. Talking of wins, don't think I even showed my frilly. Ah, he's a clever boy. It did make me laugh how Luke said to me when I came out, you could have saved time by turning tighter between 6 and 7, and then between 8 and 9 you could have turned inside the wings, and then you would have saved time. And I was like, oh yeah, I get that. But equally, it felt like it was quite quick anyway. He does cover the ground, and then we won. So I didn't need to do silly tight turns. Just needed to move him forwards. Didn't even felt like I moved him forwards that much. He just naturally has a decent pace on him when I'm not saying whoa. Anyways, as I said, going to let the doggies out. The link to the Equipped app will be in the description box below. Over and out from me, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!
Just keep on doing what you do, doing what you